Hey YouTube, it's me, your chief, your ace, your homie, your god even.
Matty Matt.
This is Matty Matt, a little dwarf of a man. And we're here to talk about how the Holocaust didn't happen.
I'm gonna strangle him.
It did happen. 9/11 didn't though. Anyways, Justice League Volume 5, Forever Heroes. How about Forever Z? I made that joke last time.
You did make that joke last time. I'm thinking it was probably in that blooper credit.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna throw it in an outtakes thing
do.
actually.
Outtakes the best.
But so this was just what was happening in Justice League while Forever Evil was going on. We did already review Forever Evil, so check that out. Mostly because we deserve it. We deserve it. You deserve the recognition. I deserve the cash.
I'd totally make that trade. You're broke. You need it.
The more of these they watch, the more graphic novels I buy, the more you get to read. So
Hey, perfect.
I actually did cut my action figure budget in half to get more graphic novels.
Gas.
I don't remember the last time I bought an action figure.
No, that's a big deal.
It is. It is a big deal. I need like a sugar mama or something. Buy me toys and I'll chindo her. You ever seen a chindo? Those dildos you strap on the chin. Yeah. Watch Workaholics. But yeah, so
I have.
it's a good show. Volume 5, Forever Heroes. It's mostly about what Cyborg's doing after they drop him off at Star Labs in Forever Evil, and before he shows up with Grid's corpse.
Yeah,
I guess you would say.
Mangled husk of empty metal.
This also gives you origins for all the Justice Society members that
Which was
survived.
fascinating.
Yeah.
It really was interesting.
I like the first thing we see in this is actually the destruction of Krypton.
Alternate destruction of Krypton.
Yeah, everyone's like trying to kill each other to get out of there.
It's Jor-El, I believe is his name.
Jor-El? Jor-El, yeah.
Ill. The illest.
The illest flow. Oh no, here we go.
I shouldn't have said anything.
I'm a rapper. Follow me on SoundCloud, the Owl God. Anyways.
So, and like Jor-El's last line's like, "Screw you, wife. You're the worst."
Yeah, and he puts his little baby in the pod, and he leaves him these messages that are just like ragging on him, like you're a little weak piece of shit. When you get to Earth, kryptonite will make you strong.
Eat it.
Stay away
Eat the
from
kryptonite.
Yeah, he'll like eat it, and he'll huff it like cocaine.
Like, and then if the sun, the yellow sun actually breaks down the kryptonite radiation in his body and removes his alternate powers. So I actually kind of like that idea.
This is pretty cheap.
Like, this is a really good reason to actually stay out of the sun and be the exact opposite of Superman.
Yeah, I think they've done that before for this character, but I always see him in like Crisis books and stuff. So this is I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure they've done that before.
Oh no, as I thought, I hadn't read it before, and I thought it was a really cool point.
So yeah, he gets to Earth, and then
The Kents are not a happily married couple.
No, they're in an abusive relationship, abusing each other.
Oh yeah, like she threatens to stab him, he threatens to beat her, and it's awful.
They're
it's
basically
like,
con artists too.
Yep.
And he's like, "You're my parents now." Kills them when he doesn't need him anymore.
At 7 when they try to escape or something, and like buries their corpses in the cornfield.
Yeah.
Burns everything down.
Pretty crazy. They don't
like
give
a good super baby.
They don't really give one for Superwoman actually.
No, they skip her over.
Yeah.
And then Owlman,
I like Owlman's.
I
Thomas Wayne Jr.
I really like
Jr.
that. So, for y'all who don't know, Owlman's backstory is that he is Bruce's older brother, Thomas, who does not exist in the main, Batman.
In New 52 Batman, in Night of the Owls, there's someone who may or may not be Thomas Wayne Jr. At the very least, they think they are Thomas Wayne Jr., and they do become the Prime Earth Owlman. So there are 2 Owlmen in this continuity, but one hasn't shown up again yet, so he might be dead.
Thanks, Encyclopedia.
You're welcome.
I didn't know this.
I have those single issues, but I am going to get that graphic novel for cheap.
Do it. Anyways, so Thomas is Bruce's older brother, who apparently is potential canon in other lines. And Thomas is really tired of his piece of crap dad wasting money and his piece of shit mom abusing them. And so instead of some mugger shooting his parents, Thomas pulls out a gun and shoots his parents. And
Well, he was gonna do it, and
But
Bruce chickened out.
so he shot Bruce.
Yeah, he shot
He
Bruce,
shot Bruce,
I think.
and then Alfred shot the parents.
That was dope. I like Outsider Alfred.
Outsider Alfred's terrifying. Genuinely, like, just goes along with Thomas's every whim and kills without question or remorse. It's brutal.
And then Harold Jordan, Power Ring. Just like this little cowardly shrew of a man.
Who is apparently selling military secrets to other governments.
Through a peephole, which I'm sure isn't just for military secrets.
Sure.
He gets caught. They're going to beat the shit
Thoroughly
out of him.
beaten, yeah.
And
Bing!
that happens, sir. He's being tortured by Volthoom's ring.
Mm-hmm.
Not the only Volthoom's ring. There are two You know what? Never mind.
I can't handle that.
I think that's the only one in this continuity, maybe. Actually, that's not true. You know what? Let's move on.
Yes, please. I can't handle more.
So he becomes Power Ring, and now, one of the things that happens in here is Ultraman's just kind of curious about what's going on in this universe. So he goes to Daily Planet, and he's like, "This Lois doesn't even have superpowers."
Like, she looks like it, but like, nah. I can take out all of my vicious fantasies on you.
And Jimmy Olsen isn't a porn
A
dude.
psychopathic killer who apparently skinned somebody alive.
He did skin somebody alive. I forgot about that.
He was very disappointed in Jimmy.
Because Jimmy was decent. Pretty awful, man.
Really awful. And then Black Adam, nowhere. Bam!
Yeah, you get to see more of the Black Adam fight in here than you do actually in Forever Evil. It's very short in Forever Evil.
It's still not particularly long here, I don't
No,
believe.
it's really not. Because magic is like a big weakness for Superman, but it wasn't for Ultraman, so he just kind of broke Black Adam's jaw so he couldn't Shazam.
Which is a bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to beat Shazam if you can't Shazam.
In Owlman, one of my favorite parts is when Owlman takes over the criminal underworld of Gotham.
Oh my god.
Like in one fell swoop, because all the crime bosses met and stuff, and they were like...
Just wipes them all out and leaves one, and he says, "You are going to run this for me."
Yeah, he was dangling two of them, and he was like,
Who can do it better?
"Explain to me which one of you should live." And one guy was being a little bitch. He called him Batman on accident, and he just dropped that fool.
Instantly. And it was
So cool.
Bertinelli is now the new crime boss.
Oh,
Underneath.
Yeah.
It was Bertinelli. Underneath Owlman.
I think Jeff Johns must really like that trick where you make the two and then you use that. Because
He
remember
does it.
Black Adam in the Shazam story in the back
Yep.
of the Justice League? Shazam Volume 1, which we reviewed, he was like, "You speak my language. You do not. Zap!" That was so cool. Yeah,
And
Jeff Johns likes that little trick.
I'm fine with it.
It was pretty cool. And then this guy gets melted, RoboCop style.
Yeah, straight up. I mean, that's like a...
It's pretty cool.
That's gruesome.
Forgot
I had to
about
look
that
away
image.
a little bit there.
You.
Made a dude smoothie.
And
Nice.
Owlman's trying to put Nightwing on their side.
And he does it.
Sort of. Not because he's like, "I need to take down the crime syndicate before
Yeah.
I do anything."
And he sells Nightwing on that
And
idea.
Nightwing was like, "That's kind of the biggest threat in the world at the moment.
I can get on board with that, and I can deal with you later when it's not you and all your buddies.
Yeah, and most of this thing's narrated by Grid. All the origin stories and stuff are because he's going through files.
Yeah.
And gives a reason for this exposition and stuff. He's trying to feel an emotion,
Yeah.
which
He's a
he
machine that
has
does not feel.
not done.
Ever.
Which is pretty cool. By the end of it, he does feel an emotion, and it's fear. He's afraid of Cyborg.
He's afraid of
Afraid
being
of
left alone.
Yeah.
That's so sad. Like, it reminds me, honestly, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Envy from Full Metal Alchemist.
I love Full Metal Alchemist. You should watch Code Geass. I rewatched that recently.
I have watched Code Geass.
Oh, you did watch Code Geass?
Evolution of the Rebellion.
So good. Shirley! Anyways. And then Johnny Quick and Atomica's origins.
Yes, they're
Bonnie and Clyde of themselves.
they're so Bonnie and Clyde. I had to laugh out loud a little bit at that.
Yeah, and they're about to like jump to their deaths so the cops don't get them after they torture their world's version of Heatwave and Captain Cold, who are just corrupt cops.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then the lightning strikes Star Labs, and they both get superpowers at the same time, which kind of almost like bonds them even more, and they're pretty tight.
Yeah, because Johnny gets struck by lightning. This is the evil Johnny Quick, not the good Johnny Quick.
Yeah, and then the
His daughter is
atomic
Jessie
is
Quick.
by the
She falls into Ray Palmer's experiment.
yes,
She gets all atomized or whatever, but not actually atomized.
atomicized.
Yeah, pretty cool. And they fix Cyborg up.
Dude can't get a break.
He's much sleeker now. He was all big and bulky.
Well, he specifies, I want to look more human. I don't want to look like a walking tank.
He does look better. He looked cool before, but this looks better.
But, I mean, and he's right. He did look like a freaking walking tank.
But he's still kind of filled out. He doesn't look like he's too thin.
He's not reedy. He's just...
Yeah, that's the problem I have with the Justice League movie Cyborg. He looks like really thin in the knees and elbows and stuff. Like you can just snap him. It's like, how are you fitting a sonic cannon in there? And there's some Doom Patrol stuff, which I don't really care about.
Yeah,
we'll talk about Doom Patrol later.
That kind of came out of nowhere.
All they do here is just die.
Yeah.
That's it. It's almost just a teaser for the next volume of Justice League is all it is. Blah, blah, blah. Doom Patrol, don't care. And they go into the real Red Room, which has all the better alien tech.
I thought all this stuff was... Like, even Cyborg was caught by, surprise. Like, I thought all this stuff was destroyed, and his dad was like, nah, man, look at this stuff. It's cool. We're gonna keep it.
And then Cyborg's like, I need a team, so he goes to get the Metal Men. Continuity error, the one we promised to talk about back in Justice League Volume 4.
Yes. So, you want to...
You go ahead. You talk about it.
So Justice League Volume 4, Platinum, one of the Metal-Men, ends up attending kind of that summit of who's going to maybe be part of the Justice League. And then she goes absolutely batshit nuts and starts breaking stuff, and Atomica uses it as an opportunity to mess around and go ahead and plotting the Crime Syndicate's invasion-y stuff. That's basically short version. Well, guess what? In this one, we find out there's no way Platinum could have gone off and done that.
No way. There's no room in her origin.
None. Her origin is she's made, she dies. I mean, they die within 24 hours of being created, and then he keeps...
And you're with them the whole time. You see, like, everything they do.
And all they do is, like, stalk their creator for a little while. Magnus, they stalk him because they don't know where else to go. And then they save him from, what did you call him?
Chemo, that happens later.
They save him. No,
right there. That is in the... Yeah, that's in the flashback. Never mind. You're right.
Casual.
The irony, dude.
So, they save him from chemo by sacrificing all of themselves and diving into his chemicals, and they all dissolve in the acid.
They're not dead because their core is
still alive, but he takes the cores and he keeps them safe because he can't handle losing them all again, because Magnus actually, despite the fact that he hates people, he really loves the Metal Men.
Yeah.
So there's no way that Platinum could have actually been on the Watchtower to cause a distraction for Atomica to start doing the whole Crime Syndicate thing, so it's all bullshit!
Just one of the many continuity errors in this. And most of the continuity errors in New 52 were outside because they wanted to, like, keep a bunch of continuity, but not a bunch of continuity.
Yeah, that always seemed like the weirdest contradiction.
So it was really sketchy. I'll have to explain stuff about the Sinestro Corps War to you when you read that. Because the Sinestro Corps invasion of Earth happened in the New 52, but it didn't happen with all the characters that were in it. Like, Superboy Prime couldn't have been there. Anti-Monitor could not have been there. Things like that.
You are going to have to explain this. Maybe this might take a whole video, honestly.
Even though Superboy Prime is.
Do you want to do like a like top 10 worst continuity errors in New 52?
We might. You know what? That might be something cool we need to do at some point. Maybe. Possibly.
Just saying. People love top 10 videos.
That's true.
We'd get a bunch of views.
Like, I've done a few. Top 10 dicks to suck. Top 10 times a dick joke somehow made it into my mother's eulogy. Top 10 times my dad spanked me and made me call him Big Papa.
Yeah, you need to talk to a therapist about that one.
These are jokes, by the way. But yeah, so Cyborg gets the Metal Men together. They go to fight Grid.
Because the Metal Men are actually off the grid. See what I did there?
Yes, I did.
So because they're off the grid, he doesn't see him coming in that first hit.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Rhyming. Follow me on SoundCloud. I'm a rapper or whatever. So they fight Grid, who's kind of just kicking their asses the whole time, for the most part.
Pretty much. He electrocutes the crap out of Mercury.
Yeah, and eventually he, like, links his mind to Cyborg's, and they fight in the digital world. Digimon, digital monster.
Yeah, no, Digimon.
Yeah, but Grid calls, like, a whole team of baddies to fight.
Which most of them use psychic powers, which doesn't work on robots.
Well, who do they got here?
They kick their frickin' asses.
They got, like, Simon.
Yep.
Who's this motherfucker? I know his name. Dr. Psycho, I think. Okay. I don't know who this dude is, or this dude, or this chick.
She looks like she
was. Is this Onyx? What's her name? I don't remember.
Dude, you're the encyclopedia here.
These are very D-list.
He's Mammoth, isn't he?
I don't.
I think it's Mammoth.
I think you might be right, actually.
Because he appeared in Teen Titans with the same color scheme and design except for the beard.
And of course Hector Hammond, probably the most known one there.
So yeah, the Metalmen kick their frickin' asses. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, Cyborg locks Grid inside the Grid body.
So that shell of an exoskeleton that used to be Cyborg's first body.
Yeah, so the Grid AI still exists, it's just trapped.
Completely cut off.
At the point of this. It comes back later. We'll get Grid later.
Okay. Spoilers.
Not. They set up more Crime Syndicate stuff at the end of all this junk. Like when they were interrogating, like when they locked Superwoman away. I think that's actually in the Forever Evil book.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty cool.
But, I mean, otherwise it does focus almost entirely on Cyborg. I don't think anybody else really pops up, do they?
Well, this other group of villains pops up at the end, but that's just so the Metalmen don't have to follow Cyborg to the Watchtower.
Yeah, it was literally just a distraction, plot MacGuffin-y thing.
Yeah, it looks like Electrocutioner, Tar Pit, Parasite, this one guy who I recognize but whose name I don't know. Same with this guy, actually. I always see them together. I don't know who they are, and this chick who I don't know at all. But yeah, and then Cyborg goes back to the Watchtower, and that the continuation of his story is in fact in Forever Evil. Sorry, I want to think that's in the past because we already did the review.
And look, and this is why I was complaining in the last review about the continuity and me being a scrub to all this, having a really hard time following what's going on.
Yeah, and part of that's just because it's graphic novels.
Yeah, the compilations, not the publishing order and how everything was intended. But it is difficult for me. I'm stupid.
Because you would have been reading this and Forever Evil mixed together if you read them by the issue.
Yeah, not what happened. I tried to read that one first, and that was a mistake.
Yeah, I told you to read Forever Evil first, man. The only choice you had in reading order was the last volume of Justice League and the Power of the Gods one-shot collection.
I couldn't remember. Okay, so he leaves me a stack of these. And by stack, I mean like, what, 7? On top of
6, I think.
6 on top of the stack that I already had. It was like all right there in the same spot, right? So I pick it up and move it back into my
Well, I left you some, and then I came back to do reviews and watch Dragon Ball Super and stuff, and you hadn't touched the ones I left you, and I already had another stack for you, so I was like, screw it, I'll just leave
That did double up. I'm inconsistent, y'all. These videos take a while because of me, honestly. Don't blame him.
Also, I don't
blame him for other things, but not for that.
I gotta come here to use your internet to put them up anyway.
Got him at balls.
Big old balls. Big old sack. But, yeah, this is pretty good.
I enjoyed it. Especially if you like Cyborg, you will enjoy this. And I know Cyborg's your boy.
In this book, the Ivan Reese faces aren't that bad. They are on gold. They're really bad on gold of the Metalmen.
Oh, God.
His faces are pretty bad. But for the most part, these faces are alright.
I'll complain about... That's the next one we talk about. I will be complaining.
Volume 6? The faces are terrible in Volume 6.
Shazam's face looks like he got jet puffed at the Marshmallow Factory.
He looks like Sylvester Stallone.
No, he looks like Sylvester Stallone ran in face into a brick wall repeatedly.
Sylvester Stallone at the end of Rocky.
No.
But without the purple coloration.
Yeah, without the purple coloration and without the charm and charisma.
Cut me! Cut me!
Sorry.
We should make fun of Sylvester Stallone.
No, he's far more successful than we'll ever be.
He's a rich bitch.
He's far more successful than we'll ever be.
He wrote Rocky. People don't know that. He wrote it.
Rocky, and it's fantastic. Now, he was part of the writing team for all the other Rockies that were less necessary.
I like Rocky 4. It's dumb, but...
That's the one versus Drago and Russia and all that?
Yeah, that one mostly just makes me laugh, actually.
I'm okay with the follow-up. I'm okay with 2, I guess 3, mostly because I love it. We are totally off topic.
This show's about Rocky now. We should just talk about Rocky.
We should totally just cut this shit right before we got off on Rocky.
Every one of these videos is going to be about a Sylvester Stallone movie. We're even going to cover the pornos he did, alright? Did he? I think he did when he was homeless. Yeah.
He did, so did Jackie Chan.
I did not know that. I knew Vin Diesel did.
Jackie Chan did adult films.
I did a little bit.
Yeah,
that's camera. Not, I'm just kidding.
It's not published.
I would do it, though. Like, if someone wanted me to be the cameraman, or just, like, hold a flashlight while adults do things, I'd be all over that. It's good.
You hear that, porn industry? Your next big cameraman right here.
Also, very round butt. Tight anus. Alright, that's it for this one. Justice League, Volume 5, Forever Heroes. Check it out. It's a good book.
And we'll hopefully help you recover from the scarring of our last 5-minute conversation.
And don't worry, we'll get into Rebirth real soon. As soon as we're done with New 52 Justice League, we're jumping straight into Rebirth Superman.
And we're close.
Yeah.
Close to the end.
My goal right now is to get us to Rebirth Flash, because it's like really good. We should have Dwayne come for one of those.
Oh,
Dwayne's reading Rebirth Flash. He's farther ahead than I am.
Huh.
I only because I'm reading the graphic novels. He's reading the issues.
All right, it's time to cut this one off, man.
All right, let's get out of here. See you guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share it on Facebook, follow him on Twitter, do all that good stuff.
Share lots of dick
And
pics.
pretend he didn't say that.